Hello there Aries, how are you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. This is going to be your you versus them for March 2020. Yes, Aries, I do hope that you all have been looking after yourselves, okay, and keeping yourself very safe with regards to the current situations at the moment that's going on in this world. I'm just hoping and praying you guys are just, taking precautions and just being safe, all right? Now, this is going to be a 6-card spread. I'm just going to run this. I'm not going to do the whole spiel. I'll put it in the description. But 6 cards are for you, 6 cards are for your person. You'll get an extra deck if I do need to clarify anything, and your person, could be dealing with 2 people, will have their own set of decks as well. All right. Take what resonates here. I'm going to start off with your cartomancy. Your cartomancy. Yeah, cartomancy. Oh my god, why do I feel... let's see. Now, I'm not going to do any intuitive messages right now. If there's anything that comes through within the reading, then I will say so, because this is just about, you just want to get to the reading, you just want to know what's going on now. Spirit, please, can you help me with regards to this cartomancy? So we've got 13, 1 and 3 is 4, Aries energy. I'm sensing Emperor energy, but this could be your child, okay? Stabilized, stability. This could actually be you thinking back into your childhood, actually, okay? I'm hearing when times are gay and when times are fun. Kind of like an old-fashioned way of saying happy, all right? Why is this card here? You can tell me about this card. Why is 13 here? Okay, so maybe it wasn't such great times. Okay. Childhood trauma. Let's pull. Indecisive as to which way to move forward now. Aries. Let's see what's going on with you. Right, now we're going to pull the Work Your Light Oracle cards. All right, let's get some insights into this. Just going to pull one card here. I do feel that if this is childhood trauma, this is having an effect on your situation right now. And I don't think you know which way to turn. Okay? You got the Mirror, and it says who or what is triggering you. I can't. You saw me pulling these cards. I mean, shuffling these cards. Pulling, shuffling. All right. This is where you got the 2 of Swords. Who or what is triggering you? Who or what is triggering you? This is what you need to identify. It's really starting to have an adverse effect on your relationship. Aries, you need to sort this out, darling. You need to. All right. And I don't really mean it in a bad way or anything like that, but I just feel that right now you just need to just focus on, healing yourself and getting the right kind of help and assistance and advice. Because if you do have a case of childhood trauma that is really starting to come about, why you need to identify and find out and trace back to how this came to be triggered. What was it? Okay, and try and work on it. And just pull a card from the Healing Mantra. This is a really beautiful deck to have in a reading, okay? And it deals with, healing issues as well, letting go, anger, frustration, anxiety as well. Beautiful, beautiful. Growing beyond guilt. And it says it couldn't have happened any other way. This card wanted to show itself. All right. So growing beyond guilt. You don't have nothing to be guilty of. You don't have nothing. If this is childhood trauma, you was a child. You was a child when whatever was going on. you was a child. I'm looking at this card as well, and I have to pull it. It's calling me. Healing heartbreak. And it says, my heart will love again. So I do sense now, you need to be very open-minded here. You need to make sure that you take what resonates in this particular section, Aries. If you was in a situation where you was a child and somebody took advantage of that time in your life, I would be very upset if it was like to say, well, it couldn't have happened any other way. Why would this be? Growing beyond guilt. I do feel that if this was the case, if your upbringing was extremely, and I mean extremely violent, hostile, very, very dysfunctional, or, you know, you could have come from a whole family of people who were just totally, you know, like up to the nines in devil energy. How would you have been able to get out of that if you were stuck there as a child? From, you know, like if you had an aunt or uncle that they were all in on that, okay? But there was something about you that you was never like them, and this is what made you like an alimony for them. Never, you know, like totally they looked at you as the black sheep of the family. I'm just going to read quickly what this says, because I do feel that you need to, you know, you need to hear this, okay? Because this is really just tapping into your relationship. It's like a portal has been opened, ripped in, I don't know, some kind of space-time continuum, and it's like it's just come through into your reality right now, into your present moment, and it's like, you know, like when you get one of those little, you know, devil imps or whatever, and it's just like in your face. Basically, I feel that this is the universe's way of telling you that you need to start dealing and facing with this trigger and lay your demons to rest. Get, you know, put it to one side. When heartbreak is healed, you will be able to learn and grow from each relationship, no matter who you believe is to blame. A heartbreak is seen as life's way of breaking your heart open to expand the love you are able to give and receive. It becomes easier to pick up the pieces of your innocence and invite greater intimacy into your life. This card is ideal for dealing with resentment, releasing the past, and healing grief. Okay? And then with the grown beyond guilt, when you grow beyond guilt, there is a heartfelt acceptance that any sequence of events unfolds in a perfect flow that is organized and expressed by the universe. This takes the pressure of control off your shoulders so you can enjoy the way in which life has come to be. Since everything is destined to change and can only change for the better, and can only change you for the better, growing beyond guilt enables you to see how exquisitely the gift of life unfolds. This mantra is ideal for releasing the past, unhooking from karmic patterns, and forgiving yourself. And the card that you actually got from the Work Your Light was who or what is triggering you. And I'm going to read to you what this actually says, all right? Let me just, please bear with me a second. I do feel it's really important here, Aries, because I'm dealing with somebody right now who is in a lot of pain. And you need, if you've come to this reading, however you got here, there is a message for you, all right? If you haven't clicked off or whatever, if you clicked off, you can't take it, you can always click back on. Obviously, you wouldn't have heard that bit. But, you know, there's something in there for you when you're ready. The filter of our own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time, through our own projections. When someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often it's an unconscious thing. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back at us, or back to us, what we believe to be true about life, the universe, and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and our light. Mirrors revealing the parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are currently triggering in you, and what they could be mirroring back to you. When have you felt like this before? Could they be opportunities to heal something in you, or are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? This goes for the good and the bad. The good, those who we admire and put on a pedestal. If we do not realize what we are attracted to them, if we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those we despise, are envious of and put down. If we do not realize that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. So work your light inquiry is who or what is triggering you? What is in it in you that they are triggering? And what part of you longs to be witnessed? You can always just write this down, all right? Pause it and just write it down, and and just start working on that, because I do feel that you need some kind of guidance. Something brought you here to this reading in order for you to really start to face this trigger, because it's come back, it's directly in your face, and it is causing an issue, and you really need to get this sorted out. All right, so let's start with your tarot. This person has triggered you. It's got to be this person. They didn't mean it, obviously, but there's something about them that has just triggered you. And I feel that this connection, I haven't even pulled the cards yet, but this connection is kind of like you can't put your finger on it. How can they do this to you? I feel that you was wearing such a mask for so many years that this person you met and they just took your mask off and just went floop, and showed you who you really was. This person showed you who you really was. And I do feel that basically it kind of left you like, whoa, okay, you don't know what to do about this, you don't know how to deal with this at all. This is new to you. This is new. Spirit, let's go with this Aries reading. You versus them. Now, as I said, this is going to be 6 cards for you, 6 cards for your person. If there's anything that I need to clarify, I will use one deck for you, another spare deck, and the other spare deck will be for the other person. All right, if I need to. Spirit, what can you tell me about Aries right now? What is going on with them and the situation? How or what is going on? How are they feeling? So I do feel that right now you're trying to get, you're just trying to go through with the flow. You're just trying to get things done. Right now, your focus is coins. Your focus is money. Your focus is about getting yourself stabilized. However, there's a little bit of a situation here with that. There's 2 cards that's fallen, but it's not for you. You're about the coins, Aries. You're about the coins right now. You don't have time to really focus on anything else right now. You got bills to pay. You've got deadlines to meet. You've got projects to try and sort out, and you just don't have time to face this right now. Okay, you don't want to face it. You don't want to talk about it. Stubbornish kind of energy. You can see with the who this King of Pentacles is not in it today. He's not in it. He just needs to just focus. I'll deal with that later, but right now I've got a deadline to meet. So work is really calling you, business is really calling you, clients, all right? But, you know, is that good or bad? So let's see. The next card I have. So, okay, again, lots of cards, but I'm going to pull the Sun and the Seven of Pentacles. You have been waiting a long time for this success. Okay? Success of finalizing deals, investments, walking away with a nice lump sum of money to add to your growing bank account. This is really where you have been in this vibe of, I want to make my money. Please leave me alone. I'm not in the mood to talk right now. And this is what you're doing. All right? This is you. I just feel that I'm like something was revealed, but you don't want to face it right now. You're not doing it. The cards is just showing me you're focused on something else. You don't even want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. But the thing is, it's destiny, isn't it? I also see that with regards to this as well, this is about a successful deal that's been closed. Wheel of Fortune. Things are looking good for you. Money-wise. Alright? Money-wise. But what about within? See what else we got. I do sense this was definitely some kind of venture. I don't know where this... It's supposed to be about, you know, trauma. We've got the oracle cards are saying trauma, but then this is about money. This is about business. Because what's going on with you right now is you don't want to talk about it. You're still trying to juggle. You're still trying to juggle. Remember, you've got the Two of Swords as well. Right? You're still trying to juggle things, your situation. Because you do feel that you can handle it. I'm hearing, yeah, but I can handle it. I can deal with it. I can handle it. I'll do with it later. Trying really hard to suppress your energies and your emotions. Right? Trying to make sure that you've got control of your ships. Remember, you're waiting for your ships to come in. So before you touch on the Three of Wands energy, you're just trying to make sure you're stabilized yourself physically so that you are able to take action in the Three of Wands energy. Because that's the next step. And I just feel that right now it's just constantly, sorry guys, it's just a few cards that fell. And right now it's just this vibe of like, you know, it's like never, it feels like it's never ending. It really does. It feels like it's never ending here. You've got the Eight of Wands. So I do feel that this is about you. You're just so focused on work. I'm not getting anywhere with this reading with you. You don't want to talk it. You don't want to face it. What is this message about? I'm going to pull for this. Why did this message come through? Okay, so it's to deal with something that is, you again, with the Five of Swords, it's like this kind of, it's like you guys had an argument over the fact of your past. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. It's nothing to do with nobody but you, and that's how it's going to be. All right? As I said, you're really trying to. And I do sense as well that if this is to do with deals and businesses and stuff, I feel that you kind of snap back to say, I don't have time. I don't have the time. Got one more card. It's work related. definitely work-related energy. You're really trying to make ends meet here. Your focus is just on your coins. And you're being driven. You're being driven. You just want to move. You just want to move forward. I do feel as well, whatever's going on here with this job, this huge project or whatever, it's not even allowing you a moment to yourself to really sit down and reflect on your vibes. Right? You're not getting the chance. Let me see what's happening with this Wheel of Fortune. It's just like, right now, you know, deep down inside, the vibes are like, no. Let's just focus on the work. I don't want to talk about it. So the Wheel of Fortune, what closed out? Because something changed. What was it that changed? Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So with this card, it was as if you both wanted to have like a heart-to-heart conversation, Aries, okay? But I don't feel, I'm going to be honest, I don't feel that, it was as if like to say, like, you know, all right, we'll have the talk and try to end and just so that you can get out of the way. So if you pretend that, yeah, things are fine, all right, we'll have the heart-to-heart conversation, because I do feel your person is very worried about you and very concerned, all right? But then the cracks start to appear because you're still coming off of this energy of the Two of Pentacles. And I do feel that if they're trying to send you a message, it sounds as if you're quite long distance as well, because you do walk, it's like you work abroad or something. And before you left, it's like you have to have this kind of conversation. You're trying to save your relationship, but it's just like, everything's falling apart. And when the message comes through with the Eight of Wands, the response is the Five of Swords. I told you I'm fine. What are you pestering me for? And then it goes into this kind of, you know, because again, you've got work. Three of Pentacles. You've got, you know, you've got the team to sort out. I do feel you're under a big amount of, you know, pressure with work. Two of Pentacles. What's your story? The Lovers. As I said, you're definitely trying to have this. It's like you're trying to have the work-life balance. Trying to keep the, you know, the missus happy, you know, if it's a guy I'm dealing with, or if it's, no, you're a man. The reason why I say this is a man's reading, guys, is, you know, the King of Pentacles is very masculine kind of energy. I don't see this being a woman being in this kind of way. I don't normally mention about, if I'm compelled to, then I would, but this is happening to a man, a male Aries. The Eight of Wands and the Five of Swords. What is with this vibe? And if it rains, it pours. You know, this kind of vibe. God, I keep saying the word vibe so much. Sorry, guys. You want to come out. Yeah. You wanted to come out. It's giving stress. Bottom of the deck for this is... Yeah, and the thing is, because of what's going on here, if you were saying to them, all right, we'll have the conversation, we'll have the talk, you're confusing things. You're confusing things. And then if, like, you know, your other half will try and call you to find out what's going on, you snap back. And Aries as well, you can be quite fiery when you're ready, you know. You can be very fiery, and I feel that you kind of went a bit, you know, a bit down south with your tongue. And, you know, you've kind of rocked the boat in a way of, now you just really have made this person feel really worried that the relationship is just screwed. All right? Let's see what we've got going on with your person. Let's see what we've got going on with your person. I've got to pull the... let's see what's going on with them. Because that, to be honest, I do feel that you, if that's the case, then hun, you could have been, you know, you should have really come clean and say. But I just feel that you just wanted to be kind of like, all right, I'll just pretend, I'll just go along with it. All right, I'm really sorry about what I said, and, you know, because this person really loves you. But I do feel that this is where you're confused, and, you know, this job of yours as well is really demanding. And you don't say to people at work what's really going on, and this is really going to be a problem. But something has triggered you that needs to be addressed as well, right? You've got things going on here, Aries, that if you're not careful, you're going to just really start lashing out at people. And you're going to lash out at the wrong kind of people as well, and really mess things up. What's going on with your person, Aries, for March 2020? You versus them. They've got the 2 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So they're finding it a burden. They're really finding this connection a burden. I've got to be honest, darling. They're trying really hard to try and understand you. It's like they don't want to give up on you. But I feel that because of their kind nature, there's something about their nature that made you just kind of like become like a bit distant. Right? Because you've never experienced this before. I feel that you was, when you met them, it was like, you know, I don't think they're your work colleague. They're not your work colleague. You didn't meet this person at work. You met them when you was out for drinks. And what you saw of her, you liked her shape. Because she's quite slender. And, you know, you like that in a woman. And her feminine ways and her perfume, something about she smells nice. Right? Well, hopefully, you know, she would have, you know, had a shower and stuff when she's going out. She really is considering being single. She's thinking of letting this go. She's not happy. She's not happy about it at all. But she will love herself enough to let this go. She's not going to be in this energy of feeling very disappointed anymore, feeling hurt and you know, and bewildered. She doesn't know what she's done for you to snap at her like that. But she's considering. Now, this could be you. She wants you to try and be this passionate person towards her. Or, and I'll be honest with you, Aries, this could be that there's somebody else on the scene. Okay? That she has been dealing with. Right? I've got to be honest here. I've got to be honest here. Because I tell you something, if you're not going to give her the emotions, if you're not going to give her the affection that she is after and she's trying to vie for your attention, then, hun, you know that she's going to end up. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. You know, she's got her needs. And if her needs aren't being met, and I feel that it's more to do with not just about the sex, but it's more to do with the communication. The feelings that, the connection that she has with you is not happening. It's not good. She can't even put her finger on it anymore. It's like when she, no matter what she says or does, it's like she's getting her head chewed off. That's not fair. And I do feel that you need to start addressing certain things, because this is where the problem lies right now. Okay? There's a situation here that really needs to be fixed. And you need to face it. You need to be really strong enough to face this. But even though you're showing me you're the King of Pentacles and, you know, and all that, and you've got deals that you've got going on, you've got your finances, you've got investments, and you're successful, you know, lovely. But that does not mean that it makes you a strong person to face your past, takes a very, very strong person to face their past. A very strong person to admit where they went wrong. And an even stronger person to lay down their, you know, lay their skeletons to rest. Right, let's see. Got 3 more cards for your person. 3 more cards for your person. So I do feel that this is what's going to happen, or it's happened already. Aries, what can I tell you? This person is going to give them attention. They're going to... Yeah. Everything just gets messed up, doesn't it? And if you're not around, if you're on business trips and stuff like that, what'd you expect? These things will happen. You're not around to see. You're not around. If you're going on business trips and stuff like that, or constantly traveling for work, if you're in Dubai for 3 months, you've got to go Singapore, Malaysia, you're leaving this person on their own. 2 more cards. And with this card, I feel that if she has got somebody in her life, another fire sign, that she inevitably, this has destroyed this relationship. It's because it's being betrayed, and she knows it. Sorry, it's got some cards that's just flipped out. She knows it. And I feel that right now she's like, well, you hurt me, I hurt you. I've got a flipper. You've got judgment. You got some, you know, you've got the judgment. And it leaves her like this as well, unbalanced. The bottom of the card is the Knight of Pentacles. Wanting to make an offer. I do feel that someone's making her an offer. It's like she's having to choose between the two. This epiphany of hers with the Judgment card isn't about reconciliation either. This is about being awakened to the situation that she is dealing with right now. And it's leaving her feeling like, you know what, I'm choosing between 2 people here. I'm juggling 2 people. And I feel with you, with the 2 of Pentacles as well, you kind of felt that energy too. Maybe this is what was felt by the 2 of you. And when she next called back again to find out how things are going, that's when you snapped. Didn't want to talk to her. Because it gave you that time to digest and think, she told me something. Maybe that was a conversation to say, I'm seeing somebody else. Trying to get your head around it. Let's see what's going on with this vibe of this. I want to touch on the 9 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Spirit, what can you tell me about this? What's with the 9 of Pentacles? I can't seem to shuffle. What can you tell me about the 9 of Pentacles? Can you tell me about the 9 of Pentacles? It's got the Page of Pentacles and we've got Strength card. So I do feel that she's overcoming this energy. What happened in the past. Because remember, you got the 10 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. The Strength card. You know, having the strength to walk away. And then, you know, start to invest in herself. Learn, take on courses. Focus on getting better with herself. And I feel that in this process, if this is what I'm feeling here, because this is taking me down this road to say that there's somebody else. She has attracted somebody else and probably didn't even realize it. This person saw her. Saw her the same way you saw her when you first got together. And he fell in love. What's happening with this King of Wands? Why is this King of Wands here? Why is this King of Wands here? King of Cups. What did I tell you? He's ready to... And it's a king. He was emotionally available, hun. you know, look, these cards are these cards, right? What's going on with the Tower card? Four of Pentacles. So there was a setback, a holdback. Pentacles really was just like, it was like the catalyst. It just, so holding back from the relationship with you and her destroyed things. It ruined things. Okay, and she was on this vibe of like, I get it now. Judgment. The Emperor. You see? You see, there you are. She got the epiphany about you. And she got the epiphany about you, hon. You was more into yourself. You was more into your money. You was more into making money rather than trying to make a go with your relationship. You shunned, snubbed, ignored, ghosted, or whatever you want to call it. No communication enough. When you're going away on holidays, or not, so you don't really have time for even holidays. What am I talking about? You're a businessman. Your holidays is work, travel. You travel, but you're traveling to go to work. If you're going to Dubai or Malaysia, when you're over there, you ain't got time to go and see no sights. Really? You have to Google that shit because you're stuck in an office. That is that's you. You're so corporate that you can't get out of it. That's why you don't have time to even deal with this childhood issue. The cards are saying he's not ready. You don't want to talk about it, do you? So when is the right time for you to talk about this? When is this going to happen? When are you going to finally sit down and face it? Because it's starting to eat away at you. What was it about her that triggered you? Right? All of these things is what you need to start focusing on. Even if you have to write a journal, even if you have to sit down and break down and cry, you have to start to face this because time is running out for you, my friend. And if you're starting to drink a little bit too much, you need to be careful. Now, with this Two of Pentacles, what's going on here with that? Devil. Before I could even say anything, devil energy. She can't get away from this guy. This King of Wands is doing her and she loves it. I've got to keep it real. Right? I'm not one of these readers. I'm a reader that is going to be told to you in a way. And I ain't got time to sugarcoat nothing because my time is too precious here. All right? This is not my life. You know, this is not my life. I'm blessed. I'm golden. I'm blessed. I'm very happy. But this is part of my passion. This is my calling to read the cards. And if this is an energy that I'm picking up with a couple or three people, this is a straight up third party situation. Right? She is straight up third party situation. And this offer that this fire sign wants to give her is something that's real. But she is not getting it from you. Bottom of the deck for this is the Three of Pentacles. You know, you got the Three of Pentacles, she got the Three of Pentacles, but your one is work related and her one is third party. Okay. Does she look pleased there? No, she doesn't. And I tell you now, she could be wearing her lover's shirt because that looks like a boyfriend shirt. You know when you get those oversized shirts? I'm sorry to rub it in, but it's what I'm told to say, isn't it? Because I want you to, you know, maybe this is triggering you. You need to deal with this. Now, I don't mean to have a go at you, Aries. But this cycle of yours, this karmic, needs to stop. You need to break this. You need to break this. I do feel that this is past energy though. This has already happened. This has already happened. This happened already, like 2, 3, 4 years ago. This has happened already. Yeah, all right, we'll see what's going on with you next month anyway. All right, but this is what I've got for you for this tarot reading. But we're going to pull for the Romance Angels. Angels, please, may I have 2 cards? So I've got 1 card, please, may I have another? You want to come out? No. Okay. So you have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Romantic feelings. If you really do love this person, it is real, okay? But it's like you have to just really and truly, you know, because if she hasn't done any of this already, there's still time to try and fix this. You do know that, right? But you can't pretend to be like half apologizing and then the other half you're going, you know, oh, what was I doing again with my, you know, my spreadsheets and my data analyzing work and you know, and stuff like that. That is not going to be helping, because then what's going to happen is like, well, was you for real? But you've got the romantic feelings. It says romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring, and it says stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Could it be the fact that she said that she wanted children and it was something that you just was like, I can't do it. I don't want to have children. You know, you need to be very, 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 very upfront and realistic here, because that's another factor. So let's see what's going on with the angel answers as well. And I'm hearing lots of secrets. You've got recovery. The first card from the angel answers is recovery. Meditation is very important, and breathing. Breathing. No, not this one. I've got to take these 2. No, I said 2, but you've got to take 3. You've got improving health. And if you believe. Remember what it says about positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, but you've got to believe it. Now, you can just take all of this advice and say, you know what, Lorraine, just go, you know, go away. I'm not interested. All right? I'm going to keep doing what I want to do. I don't care about you. You know something? It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. Because I know that this is, you know, you will have to face this one day. But you are not dealing with it right now. I can see that straight away. I can see that straight away, because you're not ready to face your triggering at all. You're not ready to outgrow this shame and guilt. You know, you're kind of holding on to it. And you're using your career as an excuse in order to deal with this truth. Aries, this is what I've got for you. I really do hope that you are able to try and get, seriously get some kind of closure on this, because this is going to end up really dragging you and keeping you stuck. And I tell you something, you don't want to be stuck right about now. You don't want to do that. And I tell you now, it's not always about the money, because you see your health and your, you know, and stuff. When you're sick, how are you going to get to spend your money? How are you going to get to spend it? If you're totally sick, if you're totally out for the count, to the point where you don't even know what's going on. Like, is money really in there now? It's not always about that. It's about your health, recovery, improving health. And if you believe. This is what I've got for you, Aries. It's totally up to you, darling. All right? You just do what you've got to do, and just good luck with everything. That's all I can tell you. Good luck. It's your life. You are the one that makes this decision. This is a life-changing decision that you have the power to change. If you need help, you know that there's people there, your doctor, there's counsellors, you know, people who specialize in counseling for charities, that's there. You've got the Samaritans. You've got people that's there to help you when you are ready. I know that you're not ready now, because I know that, you know, you've got your mind on your money and your money on your mind. Okay. All right. Aries, take care, and we will catch up next time for your you versus them for the April 2020. Now, I'm very interested in seeing what your reading is going to tell me for Aries, because remember, April, Aries, the Emperor card. All right, and you showed up in your spread. Bye. Next month, yeah? Be there or be square. See ya.